My name is Pusnam Yiri. I teach leaders the secrets of personal development. My goal is to help you become more so that you can do more. I am of the view that if you want to do more, you must first become more. If the axe is dull, it will require much energy in cutting down a tree. That's what the Bible says. In this video, I want to talk to you about the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. The main difference is the philosophy. And that is why many people, after retirement, they find it difficult to cope. Some of them who have started businesses or other sources of income eventually discover that they have wasted a lot of money in setting these organizations up, but there is no continuity. Why? An employee mainly is somebody who works for some days, and then he or she receive a salary at the end of that month. So when they are working, they are sure that at the end of the month they are going to receive a certain amount of money. So they understand the process of work, they understand the process of getting, but many of them don't understand the process of getting more, of keeping more, of multiplying it, of protecting it, of applying it into different streams. So that is why when they are about to retire, some of them have tension, some of them have frustration, some of them become confused because they don't know how to handle a phase of life where they are not going to go to the office, they are not going to have the amount as a salary they used to have. Yes, some of them will receive their pensions, but what is it all about? That will not go a long way in taking care of their expenses. So, but for an entrepreneur, this is somebody who solves problems. Entrepreneurs solve problems. Many of them, when they are starting, they have ideas. Many of them don't even have the right skills, to move on with their ideas. So, entrepreneurs have ideas. Entrepreneurs work on their ideas, through different terrible situations. They don't give up. So, and at the end of the month, entrepreneurs, not all entrepreneurs can be, 100% sure of income or cash flow. They have become problem solving people as a result of the process. Sometimes they have, sometimes they don't. So, anywhere you meet an entrepreneur, that entrepreneur can survive any weather. Why? Because the process has converted him or her into somebody that can manage any situation. And that is why they don't retire. But for the employee, the process did not make him. The process did not convert him into somebody that can survive independently, somebody that can identify opportunities, interpret the opportunities, create values, solutions to problems as a result of the opportunities, and understand how to apply these solutions into products and services. So when you take him or her out of the process of his security, he or she will collapse. And another thing I want you to understand is because they don't have the right philosophy of identifying the right problem, converting ideas into solutions, going through the right process, no matter how bad or good the weather is. Many of them, when after retirement, they now have their money. It's either they start thinking of house project or they go and set up a shop without the experience of managing it. The main game is not in setting it up. The main game is about becoming the person first who has the capacity to manage whatever you are setting it up. You will see a retiree will set up, let's say, a shop, and then when you visit him or her, just to say hi. Some of them may say, "Okay, hi, give him five of you, bring 5 bottles of soft drink." Who will pay for these 5 bottles? Because they have the money at that level, they think that that income will continue. No, but an entrepreneur will only do charity with his profit. with his profit. An entrepreneur knows about his capital. He understands the difference between capital and profit. And then when he wants to help you, he doesn't help you from capital. He helps you from his profit. But most retirees, because they are desperate about getting, sources of income, some of them put money into different ventures. And before you realize it, they discover that some of these efforts are leading to collapse. But is there hope for them? Yes, there is hope. There are retirees who have converted. Now they are managing their organizations, managing their ideas. You can convert. That is why it's very important for you to learn first. It's very important for you to become first. It's very important for you to have a consultant. I have served as a consultant to a few retirees, and they are making progress. They are making progress. Yes, the process of conversion was hard, but they are making progress. One of them. I had a conversation with him recently. He told me about the progress he's making. So, yes, you can convert your philosophy from an employee or a retiree to an entrepreneur. It's possible, but it's important. The conversion is very important. That is why personal development is very important. You must be able to identify, move away from the ordinary version of yourself to the extraordinary version. As you must be able to identify your key area of a skill or gift or talent in God's master plan. That is what you develop. That is what you develop. Don't just put money into everything because you have it available. Identify your key area of talent and develop it. Some retirees retired as police officers. That means they have security experience, security knowledge. So now, what is the problem you want to solve? Some have retired as school teachers. That means they have educational experience, educational knowledge. What is the problem you want to solve? Okay, now you know what you have. You have educational experience, you have educational skill. That is where now you keep on developing. That is where you have to keep on developing. And then your network too must change. I was invited some time ago to present to present a lecture, during a training program for people who were on their way out of an organization. I talked to them about, for instance, alcohol. I'll give you an example here. If you are part of a network of people who go out every day when you were an employee to drink alcohol, and every day you spend 2,000 on alcohol, that means in 60 days or in 30 days you are going to spend 60,000. You see, when you were an employee, probably you had the money to be able to facilitate this type of lifestyle, but this lifestyle is taking away money from you. Now, as a retiree, you have to evaluate your network. If the people you were with as an employee are taking away money from you, now as a retiree, please change your lifestyle, have a different way of thinking. But one of the participants did not like this idea. He likes his alcohol. I said, well, it's your choice. You can go ahead and do what you want to do. But remember, I'm telling you now, there are consequences for every action you take. So you have to you have to have the right people in your network. If you want to become an entrepreneur, now it is time for you to have entrepreneurs in your network so that you can learn from them. Have a consultant that can help you. I'm a consultant helping people to convert their visions into products and services and create systems that can sustain them. And then the next thing I want you to understand is, as a retiree, it is possible for you to work with procrastination. Entrepreneurs are people who get the job done. So if you want to become an effective entrepreneur, it is very important for you to understand that procrastination will not work for you. When you were working as an employee, you had the privilege of going to the office, and whether you do something or not, for some organizations, at the end of the day, especially government agencies, at the end of the day, they give you your salary. But now that you are a retiree, now that you want to become an entrepreneur, procrastination cannot work. You have to become a doer. So, in conclusion, I want to remind you that the major difference between an employee and an entrepreneur is the philosophy. One has security in the process. For many of them, whether they go to work or not, they still receive money at the end of the month. But for entrepreneurs, they have to go out and do it, get dirty. They have to go to the mouth and walk and walk and walk. The process is converting them. The problem they are solving is multiplying their stamina and is giving them experience. My name is Posnam Yuri. My advice to you is this: become first before you do. You may be your biggest obstacle. Bye bye.